All right, guys, leg day in the new phase here. Remember, endurance, a lot of recovery, a lot of range of motion, so let's get right into it. B stance, meaning one leg is forward. This is our working leg, our predominantly working leg is my forward leg. As I tip forward on that leg, I got a little bit of a kickstand with that rear leg. Keep those shoulders back, chest out. I got 12 of those on each side, paired with a glute ham raise. So with this one, a little bit of support on the front, find that midline on the hips, and you can play around a little bit with toes rotated out and neutral, rotated in. Find that rotation that really gives you a light up in the glutes. That seems to be a lot more where the weaknesses are, where you get a little bit more of that light up. Where you're strong, you probably don't need to spend as much time as where you feel that weakness with that glute ham raise. All right, those two are together. Then we're gonna bring back some pistols. I'm gonna go this way just so you can see me a little bit. Oh, I'm not gonna go that way. So, you're gonna go that way. So very little support with the TRX. So we wanna just use enough to keep our balance and maybe a little bit to help us in that really deep position. But other than that, make that leg work for it. Those single leg pistols, 12 on each. And then we have our rollouts. Core is tight. Get that full range of motion. So take it to a point, the closer I am to the wall, the harder this is. Try to get that full range. So if that's too much, take your feet out, away from the wall, and get that full range with your feet further away from the wall. So those two are together. Then we have our AMRAP right towards the beginning. We got the band down low, right around the ankles as we drive this knee up. So we can do hands on the hips, or you can do that athletic hand movement with that knee drive as high as your hip flexors and core will let you. 12 on each, and then the good old jump rope is back. So those two, back and forth as many rounds as possible. Then we're moving on to the Smith machine. We have our foot elevated, our front foot is elevated on this one, underneath the Smith machine. Up and rotate it off. Push through that front leg. This front leg is my main working leg. And then what you might need to do is push up to fully extend, take that back leg up as well. That'll give you a little bit more range of motion as you push through. 12 on each side. That is paired with some landmine rotations. Above the head, hip to hip. As we rotate and really work that rotational core. Next, a big range of motion, ankles, knees, hips, thoracic spine in alignment. We're using a plate to help us with these squats. So elbows high, the plate's in the thoracic part of the back as we get deep into that squat. Woo. So eyes up, shoulders back, and get some depth with that squat. That's paired with the world's greatest stretch with rotation. Step, big old step out, both legs come down, I rotate towards the leg that's forward. Lots of rotation with this one. Open the chest up, get that thoracic mobility, open up the hip flexors. World's greatest stretch is paired with that squat. And then our last station is in the back. Leg curl, a number of different adjustments with this one. This is one of our main adjustments. This allows us to get our legs in, clamp down on them so they don't move, and get out. Our other main adjustment is the back. That is going to move us forward or back to allow our legs, so still too far forward, all the way So that allows my knees to be lined up with the fulcrum or the rotating part of the machine. Clamp this down, leg curls. That is paired with a PVC pipe squat progression. Overhead squats. Lock it out. Get that depth with the overhead squat. We're doing 4 reps of overhead squat. Then we're going to go 4 reps in this deep squat of a shoulder press. Stay in that deep squat for that shoulder press, 4 of those. And then we're going to take it to the shins. And we're going to drop the hips low, lift the hips high. Drop the hips low, lift the hips high, stretch those hamstrings. Low and high, 4 reps of those. That is leg day.